Although there are half a dozen breeds of Australian dog, there's not one Australian cat breed. Up until now, that is.
I sing this song 'cause you make me feel brand new.
For somebody that's maybe never even heard of a spotted mist cat, what does it look like?
Well, it's a short-haired cat in lovely subtle colours, Burmese colours, with spots against a subtle ground.
They certainly don't exactly mimic a Dalmatian dog or anything. It's much more subtle, isn't it?
It is indeed, and it's a directed spot. That is, it's a real pattern and it's repeatable. They're not randomly assorted the way they are in Dalmatian.
Now for the $64,000 question. Where did you find the spots?
I found the spots on the Burmese, lurking there beneath their beautiful solid colours. There are spots, and you can see them on kittens.
So by complete accident, there were spots lurking around in some breeds of cats?
Well, all breeds of cats actually come in spotted forms, though in many cases they're invisible.
Right, but no one else had ever thought before to try and develop them in this way?
Not on the Burmese coat, though of course they have in Siamese. They've used the same idea to get all the tabby point cats.
How did you set about actually getting the spots visible?
Well, first of all, you have to have a way of making the spots show up. So I used Abyssinians, who've got the right gene for making the spots show, and I crossed those with Burmese, and then I crossed the progeny together again, and a percentage of those were spotted mists.
So you didn't even have to use any variety of tabby at all to produce them?
Well, I did do that later because Abyssinians, well, they're not as long-lived as I'd like them to be, and Burmese are fairly inbred. Although there are a lot of them, they are quite inbred. And I thought we really ought to have some good teeth and some vigour and some outcross genes and some other sources of spotting, because the best spot pattern I ever got came from a domestic. Already 5 different colours, of which we have 3.
Can you tell us which ones they are?
We've got a blue one.
Blue, right.
And a brown one, and this is the same colour as the brown Burmese.
Right.
And a chocolate one.
Right.
And then we have a very pretty pale, almost pinky one, the lilac, and we have a nice new gold one.
In producing a new breed like this, I mean, are you free to do whatever you want and then register it?
Not really. I actually applied originally with the idea, and I was told to go away and produce something to prove that it would work, which took me nearly 2.5 years. And then I was put onto the experimental register, and I had to write a standard and all that sort of thing to start with, so I had an objective in mind. But I've been able to show them all that time, so I've shown for first, second, third, and now full register kittens.
How long have you been going?
12 years.
12 years, and they are now a fully registered breed?
They have been full registered for 2 years now, and we've got our first champion, and in fact our first grand champion already.
Now, I suppose most people would think they've never even heard of one of these before, but in fact they have.
Have they?
Well, if they watch television, they have.
Ah, yes, indeed they have. There's a rather famous one, isn't there? Bronson.
Yeah, so
Can I let you into a secret? Yeah. His real name's Nintu Featherbed. And they've been used quite a lot in catalogues and things like that because they're really easy to handle and they're easy to train, so that's easy to get them to work for advertisements.
Make me feel brand new.
These are very affectionate, they love their own people, they love to play, they think that they're kittens even when they're big old desexed males. They just go all kitteny again, and children dress them up and wheel them around in prams, and, you know, they're very appealing and easy to handle. I think that's the main thing about them.